You're listening to the No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers.
What? Man said Bon Gerard. Is he
The No Tekkers podcast.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
Episode 19. The No Tekkers podcast.
Yep.
How's everyone doing?
We good.
blessed and highly favoured?
Yeah, I agree. I see you in the what kind of Create One Academy gear is that?
This is old, fam.
It's always old, isn't it?
It's always old, fam. You got more research than I mean, things than I do.
But the hats new. Get your hats.
This is
God is in.
if you get the feedback on this one, we might drop this one as well.
I ain't wearing no hat today because the trim is gleaming. Loads of football this past week.
Mate,
Side note, I made my Sunday League debut.
Yep. You want to tell the people how it went?
insert the clip right there.
Now we won't do that to them.
Nah, man, you gotta show it, fam.
2 goals, could have had a hat trick. Guy stole my third. So I got the assist.
It's a team game, fam.
It is a team game. We still lost though, but yeah, big up them, man.
Do you feel like Bruno?
To be fair, I started left wing. Our centre mid got injured straight away, pretty much. And then I was like, oh, you know what?
Let me do my Bruno.
Let me just do up centre mid in it and just get the minutes in. So yeah, there I was.
2 goals, not bad debut.
Yeah, not bad. So we move. Going into apologies to the fans. On behalf of PSC, there was no episode last week.
Come again? Excuse you.
Whose fault was that, fam?
No, it was my fault. I'll take
okay.
it was my fault. Technical difficulties, people. I apologize.
That's 1-1, is it, with you and Court?
Court's on 2.
What is it? My clean sheet's still intact. You know that's what I do.
Court's on
Clean sheets,
2.
you know.
Cool. Just going through the results from last week. I think it was the North London derby. Let's start there. Big game.
The Jose Mourinho masterclass.
Of course. I expect nothing less.
You have to just take your hat off to him. Like, literally, there's nothing, no one can say, no one can have any discrepancies about it because he just does it when it matters. And that's what people...
Mourinho second season syndrome.
He's a clutch manager, man. Like, you have to just say when it comes down to crunch time and putting numbers on the board, he just does it consistently. So
if he wins the Premier League with this team, how does that match up against the other Mourinho teams like your Chelsea's of 04?
I think
Inter
this is
Milan.
a bigger achievement. 100%.
Because the players are not as good.
Basically.
not
In a harder league.
I wouldn't
The
even
league
say
is
it's
harder now.
I wouldn't even say it's not as good, but it's that thing of Tottenham have always been this team that's hit a barrier.
Sideman team.
I wouldn't go as far as side man
their
team.
side man team.
But if they can
In North London.
break through that barrier,
Yeah.
then he'd have done a madness because as great as or as good as people think Poch is, like he never really took him past that achieving stage. So if he can actually break that, then and it's the same, very, more or less the same crop of players.
Yeah.
Then you can't say he's
What
done a
if he
madness.
falls short and finishes second or third?
No one's,
what we say.
no one's gonna begrudge him though,
Yeah.
because you're not expecting anything
People
from
have
Tottenham.
that same thing about Poch that he didn't win anything there. What now? If Jose doesn't win anything now, he's in
Okay, but do you think that Tottenham would have been in this position under Jose right now, like before the season started, or when he
that
took
would have been
over?
up there?
You think Poch would have took them where they are now?
I think they still would have been up there.
Under Poch?
Yeah, under both managers. I think their squad's good enough.
Nah, I think
I don't
Mourinho.
know.
I don't think they'd have been here on the Poch.
I think they'll be conceding a lot more goals under Poch.
We should probably be scoring a lot more too.
Because he'd probably try and keep Vertonghen in them, man.
Yeah, but then would you if you keep conceding, mentality goes. No matter how much you're scoring, you just still have that losing mentality. Whereas now they actually look. I did not think Arsenal were going to beat them, not because of how poor Arsenal are, but just how good Tottenham have been in terms of knowing how to win games. Do you know what I mean? They know how to win
and
now.
how poor Arsenal are.
That is a major factor.
He's a funny Arsenal fan. We've got a lot of fans, so we don't want them switching off and doing a DT and just.
They're probably saying a lot worse than me. I know that.
If they're not, then why?
I will say dropping Dele Alli was a very bold move on Jose Mourinho.
See, for me, like I've never been a big Dele Alli fan. Like I rate him as a player, but I've never thought he's the one you base your team around. He pops up with important goals.
When he first landed, I
Yeah,
thought
when it was him and Harry Kane and he's doing
But
like
that's the thing, though. Like
when he did
now
the goal against Crystal
Harry Kane
Palace.
and Son, but Son has the full package. Whereas I feel like Dele Alli is quite.
The thing
If he
is,
doesn't score, you don't really influence the game.
the thing is,
I think
half of
because
him-
he's a luxury player, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just a 10.
yeah, I was about to say like you don't
can't do
really
an 8,
see
you can't
where
do a
he
6.
fits into that system
You
because
can't do a left wing.
He ain't gonna graph like Dembele and.
But like I
and
said, apart from his goal scoring ability, what is his standout quality?
goal scoring.
I'd
that's
say
a
he's
hard thing, though.
Exactly. Apart from his goal scoring ability, what is his standout quality?
ball mastery.
Is that like a 1-to-1 session?
Donny's got good ball mastery, man.
He said it seriously.
Exactly. Like he'll get a nice little nutmegs here and there, but
He's a ball master.
what is he doing that's influencing the game apart from scoring goals?
I know, but that's a big influence.
That's a big
But it
influence,
doesn't-
though?
But it doesn't
I know, but
happen.
that's his only influence.
But it doesn't
Whereas
happen enough
If you've
in
got
the
someone
same.
else who can do that as well as other things.
Don't you think that was Harry Kane's influence before this season?
Nah,
He's just a goal
I think
scorer.
Nah, Kane's been doing bits
he's,
still.
He's always had that, but he's never had to showcase that because he's just the focal point.
Okay, fairs. Moving on. The Manchester derby.
Snooze.
I've seen.
Ogopan.
Yeah, man. I've seen it all. I've seen Roy Keane was killing them. I've seen Rio Ferdinand get onto him. He's like, listen, Ruud van Nistelrooy came into the changing room one time and they lost to City. And he said, Alex Ferguson turned purple.
Yeah, I believe that.
It doesn't. You can tell Oli like there's no. That's
He
the
said-
thing. United's got no passion like behind the badge or behind what it means to be the best. If you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like
They've not got enough leaders.
they're happy to. That's a good result for them. They're happy to say that.
Yeah, I think one of the commentators was mentioning like because they had midweek European games, the squad was tired, so it wasn't really that extra bite to actually. I think it was like, oh, let's just play. You know, like,
Yeah.
let's knock each other's door. You want to come outside and play today?
The lack of fans. That's what really drives them.
Yeah. I think the fans would have booed them in that game.
They'll probably
you think?
have booed them at the start, but that would have perked up the players to be like, I need to get on it.
Probably not in our team.
True. But that goes back to the lack of leaders in the camp.
True. All right, cool. Everton beat Chelsea 1-0.
I feel sorry for Mendy, bruv. I feel sorry for him, car.
Well, he caused the goal.
I know, but that's why I feel sorry for him because he's like he's been doing very, very well. Then he just did some like the Kepa syndrome must have took him or something from.
Must be something in the oatmeal they're giving them.
Because like he was the best keeper in the world for a good 3-4 years, and then he made a mistake, and then made another mistake, and then everyone's like, oh,
No, but you see with
he's
that,
no longer world class.
with-
He's no longer this. He's no longer
the
that.
hair,
The hair.
Oh, the hair.
But the hair, like that's different
But
though.
because it's the hair, and you've had such high standards for him, once he makes a mistake, it's almost like.
Yeah, but has he lived up to your expectations for the past 2 seasons?
So you're telling me that De Gea is not still one of the best keepers?
No, yeah, I agree.
But is he getting treated like it?
No.
That's my point.
Yeah, but with Mendy it's different though because the hair, you know that. Yeah, but stereotypically,
No,
like
'cause people are
Mendy's
still
not
saying
supposed to be.
Henderson-
Now, De Gea's proven, but obviously
But
people
is
still
Henderson a world-class
expect.
keeper?
Who?
Henderson.
No.
But
Not
people
yet.
are putting them on the same.
They're not.
No,
but
I
it's
wouldn't
just-
say they're the same, but
It's just
form.
form.
Whether he should start.
No,
On
it's
big
just-
Sky Sports News.
It's just form.
And it was like
Yeah.
51%.
Yeah, but if he's on bad, if De Gea's on a bad run of form,
The season ain't started. He can't be off bad form.
well, I'm
they're just
talking about like,
taking off last season, innit?
last
But
season,
even
going
so,
off the back of last season into this season. Now with the
bear in
season
mind,
that Henderson had.
finished. Yeah, exactly. How he finished was a madness.
Now Henderson's come back to Sheffield. Sheffield come like they're going championship.
Yeah, I understand. Don't get me wrong. I rate Henderson. I think he's a good keeper. But
I don't think
he's in the same caliber as
nah,
De
no
Gea.
way.
he's still young though.
Yeah.
But like
he,
I said,
he hasn't done anything close to what David's done.
Nah,
Exactly.
but
That's what I'm saying. Like, I kind of feel like that comparison's almost started with Mendy already because he's made a mistake and then all of a sudden everything he's done is forgotten.
I know that's why. But it's harsh, man.
It's
Football's
the game
harsh.
though, innit? It's the Premier League.
It's harsh,
It's like
man, because
it's
agree,
cutthroat.
I agree. But
It's cutthroat.
oh, yeah,
That was a big result for Everton. Big 3 points. And again, they won today against Leicester.
yeah,
2-0.
that's a very big win.
do you think Rodgers' head's getting turned slightly?
Who?
Brendan Rodgers he's been linked with the Arsenal job, anyway.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, so
Must be nice.
But would you take it though?
to be honest with you, I would for him.
that is a major project because
But then, can you imagine if he's the man? I think he would take it because if he gets them back to the stature that they are, do you know, like that for a managerial credibility point of view, it does wonderful. Like, I don't know what his ceiling at Arsenal would be a lot higher than his ceiling at Leicester, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he can achieve a lot more, but at the minute they're battling relegation. So would you leave a top six for a bottom six?
Is it the right time for him to go?
Yeah, I don't think so.
But
Like,
if he doesn't go now,
I agree with what you're saying, because it is a good move.
I'll
if
just
he
tell
doesn't
them
go now,
this-
is there going to be a different? Will he get this opportunity again?
They'll probably hold out with a caretaker till next season.
I don't think they can afford.
Because as a
that.
manager, why would you come into that role?
Caretaker, and then that could slip into a little championship team.
Nah, man. Just
Man, can you
just-
imagine
just-
Arsenal the champs? Oh my life!
Oh, bro.
It's not possible. But the reality is they're actually fighting relegation.
Yeah, it's early, man. It's early doors, man.
It's early doors.
It's
Bro,
early.
Here's that early, you know.
Fam,
early
we're
doors.
close. We're close to.
Just sat there, manager,
We're
go,
close
"Ain't that
to.
early?"
We're close to Jan than we are the beginning of December. So how is this still early,
It's
fam?
early, man. So what?
Are
12
you trying to
games
give-
in.
You're trying to give man hope, bro.
12 games in, bro. That's a third of the season. You got
That's
two
a lot,
thirds
you
to
know.
play. It is a lot, but
There's
it's
a
still
lot of games
early.
over the Christmas period.
That's what I'm saying. So let's see how they at the end of Jan. Let's see where they are, and then we can talk about relegation. Arsenal, man, never got you, man. Don't worry, man. I ain't gonna dash. I ain't gonna kick you when you're down.
I am.
Well, speaking of Arsenal, they lost to Burnley 1-0.
But man, finally scored in the wrong net.
I was gonna say what?
You not see it, fam? It's a great header.
Nah, I didn't even. Oh yeah, actually I did.
Yeah, lost
Set
a few
piece, innit?
strands.
Yeah,
It's a great man. Said lost a few strands. They don't. Football's horrible, fam.
yeah.
Do you see the meme?
Yeah, bro.
Man said look like my local nitty.
Yeah, horrible. He was-
Hey,
actually, I might put
Brad,
that.
Arsenal, man, he ain't got you that much. Oh yeah, it's mad because I don't. The thing I don't understand is, man are doing madness. You're already under pressure. Why are you gonna then grab man by the throat? Then to top it all off, bro, Willian is. I don't know how he nicked a 3-year deal. I generally don't know how.
He's stale in a living.
He nicked a
Stale in a
3-year deal,
living.
and
I
these-
don't understand Arsenal's thought process in that deal. Like
3 years was a bit.
Like,
Mad still.
I understand, like, yeah, he's a decent player, he can add to the squad, but
Yeah.
the amount of money you put him on and the length of contract you put him on,
He's chilling.
which then guarantees that he has to start.
But this is what I said to you about stats are very important because if they did, they would have then looked at it and think, "Raw, man's only
What,
got
you think
6."
they didn't look at his stats?
Nah, they clearly didn't, bro.
Nah, they did, man.
Nah, they
They're
couldn't
just-
have. If they looked at his stats, they would have realized in the last 3 seasons he's averaged up 6 assists a season. For 3 years, bro, you put him for 6 assists. Alright, cool.
As a winger, as an attacking player.
Oh, it's
bad
embarrassing.
still.
It's embarrassing. Saka's a better player.
He had a good debut, though.
That's it.
I scored his season tally of
Hey,
1
you know
goal,
what?
fam.
You know what's mad? I noticed he's changed back to the vapors now. When he put on the Puma joints, it just went mad.
Fam, it was wearing vapors before, fam. So it makes no difference.
On his
fam.
debut, he's wearing the
Big man,
vapors.
it ain't the boots.
It's like Lukaku when
Ain't the
Lukaku put on the
boots.
Pumas.
Nah,
Done, it was like Tim's.
Lukaku put on the Timberlands, man.
Nah. Respect the cat, fam. Respect the cat.
All right. Also, that same day, we had Fulham at home to Liverpool and did 1-1. I think there was some controversy in that one as well with a pen, I think.
Yeah, there was like 2 pence in there.
Yeah. Jurgen Klopp was not happy.
When's he ever happy, bro? His team's
He's a
under
happy guy,
pressure.
man.
He's not happy when the playing field's leveled and Liverpool come under the pressure. He gets. To be fair, I like managers responding, but he looks a little bit rattled
Yeah.
How so?
because he's biting at every. Bro, did you not see he had a big argument with a reporter, fam. Bear in mind, the brother weren't even saying nothing like
Yeah, but it's
leading.
the same when he done it with Roy Keane.
Yeah, but-
everyone praised him for that.
Yeah, but that's different because Roy Keane deserved it. The journalist was just doing his job, fam. Like you
so
can't
was
have
Roy
a,
Keane. He was saying his
Yeah, but
job
he-
was to voice his
Yeah,
opinion.
but when he voiced his opinion, bro, you know he's trying to get a reaction. The brother was like, "Well, what do you want me to do about kickoff?" It's like he blamed the brother for actually the kickoff time, like
Yeah.
he can control it. So that's what I'm like. There's a difference between standing your ground and then being rattled. I think he's getting a little bit rattled because Liverpool aren't doing the 25-point lead thing that they did last season.
They ain't doing the Mazza. Jose Mourinho before the kickoff today. Tottenham are playing Liverpool as we speak. I think they asked him about, are you concerned about the injuries? Do you think it'll be like an easy game? And Mourinho was like, what? Easy game? He's like, look at their injury list and look at their actual starting lineup.
Yeah,
Who are they missing? Van Dijk.
Gomez.
Van Dijk.
Nah, respect Gomez, bro.
That's it. It's everybody else can be. Gomez is not even like solidified that position.
Nah, he
gets-
is the partnership.
Yeah, but he gets rotated regular.
Nah, if he's fit, he plays, bro.
Man is pay as you go.
Nah, that's Matip, man.
But to be fair though, the only, like I said, I have to tip my hat to Klopp in the next breath, because whoever plays in that system, bro, the system still works.
Yeah, like
It works
Henderson's not
efficiently.
injured. Wijnaldum's not injured.
But this
Robertson's
one say,
not
like-
injured. Trent's playing.
And
Salah, Mane, and Firmino playing.
Diego Slotter's injured still. But yeah, it's not as bad as it is now. But like a couple of weeks ago, it was pretty bad, bro.
Yeah,
especially
they
when
got-
man had COVID as well.
Yeah,
But like I said, the good thing about Liverpool is don't matter who plays car.
yeah, but he shouldn't. I think they was trying to bait him in it, kind of thing. But
Yeah, but
I think
Mourinho's
their
smart
squad
in that, bro.
still.
Mourinho's a super genius when it comes to them kind of tactics.
He's
Them
like,
mind
yo,
games.
what did he say? He said, I could give you 10 injuries now. We got man in the U16s, injured, 23s, 18s. Well,
to be fair, yeah, I think if Mourinho spoke his mind on things he wanted to speak,
yeah,
it'd be too funny, bro.
Yeah.
Also yesterday, Man City drew with West Brom. 1-1. I did not watch the game. I didn't even know it was on. Amazon Prime and that. Shout out them.
Mate. Yeah, didn't see it.
So what are we saying about Pep right now?
He's going through the struggle. He's in the gulag.
The gulag.
Pep's
Bro,
in the gulag right now.
every manager's gone through it, isn't it?
Yeah.
This was like, I don't think he's ever been under pressure like this, and especially not in England. So, brother, you're gonna see a test of man's character, innit?
Well, the league, luckily for him, the league is very close at the top right now. There's no one's
ran away with it.
What was the poll on him finish? If he finishes fourth, should he get stats?
no.
Nah, I said no.
No.
But it was tight though. It was like
If he's fifth,
51.
then what we say? If like Champions League gets secured, then what?
No, it's long.
I don't think they wouldn't.
I don't think they'll sack him from.
So,
I don't think they will, but I think the poll might go differently if it's fifth.
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but
Because to have the squad that City's got and they spend the money they've spent.
If they win Champions League this season,
So you say
All is
win
forgiven.
Champions League,
All is
or
forgiven.
finish fifth.
yeah, if that's all City want,
fam, if they win Champions League, they could finish outside the top six.
yeah,
I think they'll sacrifice that.
that's been the goal.
To be honest with you, if I was him, I would do that. I'd say, you know what? Are you really going to win the league?
I mean,
Man
possibly.
City, what do you mean?
They're
Only
not
back to back.
Nah. They're not the people. They're not the same City mentally
And
as
the
they
teams,
were.
the league's not the same.
I know, but even so,
Too much vibes are going.
But this is the thing, and they have bare vibes, man. But I'm saying if they were really like I'm thinking, think about the bigger picture. You've never won the Champions League. The league isn't really.
They say sacrifice a season and then
Yeah, bro, sacrifice
all
the
out for
season and just
Champions
go
I think
all out for the champ.
more effort into not sacrifice this season, but
No, but
more
that's-
effort.
I ain't saying doing Arsenal.
More effort into the Champions
Yeah,
League.
put more focus on that
right,
because at the end of the day,
Arsenal are just focusing on Europa.
I don't know what they're focused on, bro. They're just
I'm gonna
they're not-
focus on their paychecks right now.
Arteta's focused on what coat he's wearing the next game, bro. God, that brother looks pristine every game, but the team is just not function.
All right, cool. Wolves beat Chelsea as well yesterday.
Back to back defeats.
Man like Podence sold Kai Havertz a dream and a half. I don't know if he's in the skill, but yeah, I'll send it in the group. But yeah, he's on a mad thing, and he scored as well.
You know what? I always had
nice
I
finish
had
as
a
well.
reservation about Havertz, you know, like, because I just didn't know if he was, like, when I watched him at Leverkusen, he was doing,
The league's different, man. I tell man, these German strikers that you see them doing bits and bobs in German league, come Air Premier League is the next thing.
man said Premier League, bro.
But
But
I think that the German league is probably the closest in terms of style of play to the Premier than any other
Yeah,
league.
yeah.
like I said, I always had a little, like, I'm not 100% sure. Like, I know he scored a hat that time, and I was like, okay, you could see glimpses, but it's just been few and far between. I mean, it did just recover from COVID. Well, that was a while ago. Yeah, I can't back you, bro. I tried.
But man, all right.
I tried.
I'm gonna say he's gonna come.
Like he
good,
ain't still training in isolation.
Nah, he's gonna come good, man.
You think he's gonna come
I think
good?
he's gonna-
Are you have
enough in-
faith in him, don't you?
Yeah, I've seen enough in Germany to hang my hat on him and say, yeah, he's gonna be a good one.
I think he'll become a good player, man. I think he's still
I
young.
remember he's still like what 21.
His first season in the Premier League. Everyone, well, for the
Yeah.
price tag, he's what 89 million.
Yeah.
It's a bit mad, but I mean, the game is the game. as he said, he just wanted to come and play it.
Nah. He knew the price, bro. He knew the price.
So in terms of that's what back-to-back losses.
Yeah.
For Frank, that's missing out on 6 points. You're supposed to be challenging for the title. That's not a good look.
You can't drop. I mean, the way the season's going from, if he does drop, I don't think anyone's going to fall off the pace massively. So I don't think those 2 losses will affect him in such a negative way if the league was
The way that
tighter.
the league set up now, if Spurs go and beat Liverpool tonight, it's theirs to lose, really.
Yeah.
Because they ain't really got no more big hitters to play. Well, in the first half of the season. And then it's Jose Mourinho doing Jose Mourinho.
Basically.
Yeah, no, you could see it out, to be fair. But like I said, it's just, you never know. Because the fans are back, cool, for a local piece. And
well, not really. London's in tier 3 now, so.
Fan gone again.
Yeah.
So, you never know. That's what I'm saying. It's like, as quick as that could.
What?
Who, us?
You been announced?
Nah, done.
We're still tier 3.
We ain't done that yet. We're tier 3 still, G.
Oh, man. You told that kind of lie then?
Someone was hoping for a nice Christmas.
Anyway, yeah, so with there being no fans, I don't think the dropping points could, like, because Spurs might lose 2 on the bounce. Do you know what I mean? It's very possible.
Not with Jose.
You say that, but you wouldn't expect them to have been to draw.
But like I said, they've played all the big hitters, really. So for them to drop, back-to-back losses, that would mean it comes at a team like Burnley and...
Don't underestimate the man that are fighting for their lives, brother, and then thinking that we're 3 points ahead.
If any manager don't underestimate an opponent, it's Jose Mourinho.
Yeah,
He
doesn't take anybody lightly at all. Looking at their next fixtures, they have Spurs. Yeah, hold on.
After Liverpool was their last hard game,
so they've got Leicester next. Then they've got Wolves. Then they've got Fulham, Leeds, Villa, Sheffield. And then Liverpool again on the 28th of Jan.
It's tougher than I thought, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I still back them to win all of the games.
Yeah, I'd say the first 6.
Bar the 28, bar Liverpool one, then you probably think that they should be winning.
Are they at home tonight to Liverpool?
They're
so that means the second Liverpool game's at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll back them to win.
Cool. Just to touch on some of the results from earlier today. Leeds beat Newcastle 5-2. Patrick Bamford on the score sheet. Only once, but 5 different scorers. A mad thing. Shows what kind of team they are.
He's proving people wrong, to be fair, Bamford is.
He's doing his thing. I don't know about proving people wrong.
No, in terms of they wrote him off, bro. Like, they didn't think he was going to score at all in the Prem. So the fact that he's reached numbers that he has, he's still
have you still got Rufe?
Nah, he's at Rangers, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Did he score that goal from the halfway line? Remember that? You see that?
No.
In Europa.
I ain't seen it, to be fair. But yeah, he's at Rangers still.
Okay, cool. Arsenal drew at home to Southampton 1-1.
But Aubameyang banged.
Aubameyang scored back on the score sheet.
He got a clap, bruv.
Out tight Saka because that run was special.
Yeah.
It's progression.
There was
I just asked where they were.
He's mocking it. Theo Walcott came back to haunt them
and celebrated.
Now, big man thing, you need to put that as a vote. How do Arsenal fans feel about that? Because how do you feel? I don't blame him.
Feel?
No, I'm talking about in terms of, like, do you think he was wrong for doing it?
So you're saying if you was in his
celebrating,
shoes, would you have celebrated?
Of course I would.
Why not?
I've been to 2 teams.
It's his first love, bro. You can't, like, it's not like he went to
I don't know how it ended for him, like, personally, so I can't really say.
Okay, forget personal, like,
regardless.
He ended
but that's
on the transfer list.
That's just the manager.
Yeah.
If Southampton, the manager's not picking you, that doesn't mean you hate.
Well, he wasn't producing anyway. He wasn't playing well.
Exactly. So can he be mad at that he got
can't.
benched?
So I'll celebrate, fam. You lucky you didn't do Adebayor.
Oh, that would have been crazy. Yeah. That's still one of the best celebrations.
To be fair, that is an iconic moment.
It is.
For the wrong reason, though.
That is an iconic moment.
Because fam, I always think about it there. Yeah, if one of them man got hold of him, he would have been fit. Like,
finished. All right, cool. Moving on. The last fixture earlier today, Leicester at home to Everton. Everton won 2-0. Richarlison scored, and Mason Holgate. Richarlison finding some form again.
Yeah, because
He's a good player.
It was a big loss for them when he was suspended. But I think I heard a stat as well that they've not won a game when he's not played or something crazy like that
Wow.
since he signed. So he's obviously a key player.
I questioned it when he moved from Watford. I was like, huh? Because I think at the time Barca were interested in him as well. I was thinking, huh? But to be fair, I like he's got a little bit about him.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I find it interesting because when they signed Rodriguez, everyone thought he's going to be the vocal point, and now that he's injured and have won back-to-back games,
They had a little sticky patch as well, and now
I think it's kind of like a
but he goes straight back in when he's fit, though.
kind of like a message to Sigurdsson, like, yo, you need to pull up your socks because last season you was horrendous.
Yeah, because
You can be put on this transfer list, dog.
But he scored the other week as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's playing now, so Rodriguez is not there, so he gets to play in his 10.
Do you think he will? Do you think this will be the catalyst for him to actually start producing again? Because don't
so.
forget, like
I like him.
he was a bad man for Swansea.
And get shipped out. They have to come back in 5 years' time.
He must have come back in 5 years.
I like him. He's a good player. For me, he was like
Yeah,
one season at Swansea. Oh,
Yeah.
But even his first season at Everton, I think he was still on job. But
I didn't think he'd done anything that first season. Because remember, last season was his first season.
Oh, was it before?
So he's been at Everton 3 seasons now.
Yeah, he's been there for a minute.
He's been there for a little while.
Been there for a minute.
I'm sure I thought this is the second season. Last season
He's been there for a minute, fam.
Okay.
He probably played that bad. You thought it was his first season. Nah, he's been there for a minute.
Cool. All right, moving on to the Champions League. Let's get to it.
Why do you want to talk about that, fam? Your team's not in it.
I'll be honest.
Man United are out.
Another news water's wet.
I don't know why Ollie's not out.
No way.
Actually, no. Why?
He's the golden boy.
Golden where, fam?
Man United
And he's a good
conceded
puppet.
2 goals in the first 20 minutes. Shambolic.
I don't think Pearson wants to have this conversation. I'll
So,
be honest.
with that being said, we are now in Europa League.
Yeah, and who you facing?
David Silva and them, and Unai Emery.
The man them
I ain't
that.
said about no one else except David Silva.
The man them that.
Take him out
Oh,
the team.
they're top of La Liga, innit?
Yeah.
Fam,
David Silva.
fam.
You know what I'm saying?
All the best.
So, yeah, we are
Out of
playing
Europe.
Real
You're out.
Sociedad.
So you're out of Europe.
Basically.
I don't mind.
No, I'm just asking, innit? Because
I'm just saying, you see what type I got on today.
you're alone.
You know what I'm saying?
white.
I'm just gonna say,
I'm neutral.
I'm just gonna, along with a few other brothers, I might be filling out a fan out on loan application. These are where fans go out that are not happy with their current team.
Yeah.
They go out on loan for a bit to
Listen, I've been a
support their mental health.
I've been a free agent for a while. I'm happy.
I might just start supporting football.
Oh,
You
man.
know the man that support national teams.
Yeah.
Massive national team.
Um,
So yeah, who's what's the? I think isn't.
I'm gonna
Barca-
pull up the draw now. It was the round of 16 of the Champions League goes as follows: Borussia Mönchengladbach are at home to Man City.
Let's see, win.
Lazio to Bayern.
Bayern win.
Atletico and Chelsea. Big fixture that.
Athletic.
I'm not super convinced by Atletico,
I think they grind it out though.
but then I see Tammy Abraham and then I'm like, yeah, they got.
I said I see Tammy. You don't see them brothers. Them brothers should be nowhere near the pitch, bro.
Leipzig versus Liverpool, which
Hopefully Leipzig.
I mean, if United went through, we would have played Liverpool or Barcelona. So
Well, we wouldn't have been able to play Liverpool, innit?
why?
Same league. Can't do it till like the round after, I think.
You sure?
Something like that.
That's a new rule to me, brother.
Didn't I thought they changed the rules or something?
The English teams can't play each other straight away.
Nah, but if you finish first and second, they have to play in it. So how would they change it?
Can you look that up? Can you look that up in your own time, please?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm sure that's right.
calm down. Let's calm down a bit. Yeah, Leipzig are playing Liverpool. I fancy Liverpool for that. Porto are playing Juventus.
Yeah, so Cristiano against
Portuguese opposition. Barcelona, PSG, Neymar versus Messi.
Yeah.
Or whatever's left of Messi.
Oh man, he should have left, bro.
He might be
But
there
then
next
you
season.
see Ronaldo tracking back to tackle Messi.
Yeah,
You see
he
that?
just done it for the gram fam.
Yeah, 100%.
He didn't need to. He had no
Yo,
like.
Messi got the what?
Bro, I've never seen Ronaldo in a defensive third in my life.
Nah, man,
I've
he's
seen
been
him a
there.
couple times.
Yeah, he
Not
got
often,
megged
but a couple
one
times.
time.
Yeah, but that's how few and far between
I
it
think the
is.
last time it was Messi on the ball as well.
He got megged.
Yeah.
I remember.
They were like revenge.
Yo.
I wait to kick him out when he's down.
That should be a big game. I'm going to say PSG if Neymar turns up.
I think it'd be PSG.
I think PSG because Neymar wants that move back.
And they got Mbappe, don't forget.
Sevilla versus
What's wrong,
Dortmund.
Don't talk about me.
Sevilla versus Dortmund.
Dortmund.
Ooh, close one.
I don't know, Dortmund are a bit. Well, they've sacked the manager. Yeah, he got
That-
sacked.
that's
The
what he's
last
got.
5-1.
Yeah.
Against
Some Freifisch team.
So has anyone took over yet or no?
I don't know. I think they've just got caretaker thing.
brother.
But there's some big jobs out there. Poch has been linked. Poch has also been linked with Real Madrid.
Yeah,
but I think
'cause-
Zidane's bought some time with that victory over Atletico recently. And getting through to the final 16. And Atalanta versus Real Madrid. I'm going to say Atalanta take that one.
Whoa, really?
It's
Big-
not a
big
wild
shout.
shout to be fair.
It's
I'm not saying it's wild, but I'm
But
just saying how can you?
I'm gonna go Real Madrid, Dodge.
You can't, how can you not back? I mean, I know how
Listen,
you can't.
this is not
back
the
them.
Real Madrid that I know. So Real Madrid are not doing Real Madrid things. So I'm just gonna go with the Atalanta man them.
I'm gonna
Ilicic
stick
and
by
that.
Zidane. I'm gonna stick by Zidane.
I sorry Zizu.
Just for that.
Not as a manager, as
Just
a
for that
player.
body, I'm sticking with him.
As a player, not as a coach.
I don't matter.
Yeah.
Though they training one time as well. I showed them.
Going to the draw of the Europa League. Some of the big games. We've got Wolfsburger, AC.
game.
I don't know who that is,
You can't
but
have big games in this Liverpool.
versus Spurs. Real Sociedad, Man United, Benfica, Arsenal. I fancy Benfica for that. Man like Simao and that. Remember the man there?
Yeah. Nah, I think Arsenal get through the first round.
You reckon? In current climate?
Yeah,
Arsenal
they're in Europa. They're
They'll get through, man. I
Okay.
told you they're focusing on that, man. Don't worry, man.
Slavia Prague versus Leicester.
Leicester.
Um,
Unless Brendan leaves.
Leverkusen are in it against Young Boys. Napoli are in it as well. Ajax are in it.
hey, it's strong, you know.
There's some big names in the tournament, but it's not a big tournament.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I'm
not.
talking
But
about the
there's-
names. But
based on this,
Remember, these are teams
the
that
quarterfinals
aren't
could
good
be
enough for the Champions League.
the last 8 could be decent. Like I can name 8 teams out of
Yeah,
this,
that
like
you-
Ajax,
But
Napoli.
we saying name 8 teams. That's just big names.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but they're
But-
actually good.
They're big names, but not good enough to be Champions League.
Yeah. But
That's
Champions
why
League
they're in.
is
So basically,
sensational
they're
these
the-
days.
the best
side
of the
note,
side, man.
what's your feelings on getting knocked out of the Champions League and going into the Europa League?
I think it's total.
I think it improves the quality in.
Yeah, but it's unfair.
Europa.
I
Yeah,
think.
but you're getting rewarded for losing.
Yeah, participation thing.
You're being rewarded for being that good in the first place that you could go Champions League.
I guess that's a good perspective.
Nah,
But I don't
It's like-
rate it.
What if you're from one of them smaller nations that, like Champions League's like, whoa, just to get there's a thing.
Yeah.
You're gonna sacrifice the whole of Europa League, where you got potentially going further in the competition.
No,
for
I
just being
I
in the
hear
stage.
that, but then it's like you look at like a United who failed realistically. They should be going home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
but they're-
Look, there's a team in
but
the
who finished
Europa
bottom of the
League
group?
called Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Yeah, Israel.
Yeah, Israel. I know them ones. Shout out Oscar Garcia.
What-
fam.
What's
So for
their home
them-
pitch like?
But for them, I'm saying like, what's more important, being in the group stage of Champions League or progressing to potentially quarterfinals, semi-finals of the Europa League?
The Europa, but I'm saying it makes their path harder when they have bigger teams come down and then block that, because realistically, if you don't have a Man United or you don't have one of the
But
Champions
there's
League
still gonna be
dropouts,
strong teams in there.
yeah, but not the competition becomes harder for those who have then said we've grafted from the first round to
Yeah,
get
but
to
then
where
they've
they
now
are.
got an experience of what it's like playing in the Champions League, because there's Champions League quality in the group stages.
As one of our good guests said, I don't care about that. I want to get as far as I can. I don't want to play
That's what I'm
Champions
saying.
League.
So therefore, you might as well sacrifice Champions League completely and just go straight to Europa.
No, I hear though. I was talking about them dropping out the Champions League and then playing in
Like
it.
third place going into
Third place
Europa.
going in, because
So should it just be the fourth place then? The third place? You just
I just think none of them.
None of them.
You don't, bro. If you don't
Go
top
home.
two,
Well,
you
that's
go
what I'm
home.
saying then. So that means if you're from the smaller nations, how do you qualify for the Champions League, or you just don't?
Well, I don't.
If you win Europa,
So you have to win Europa to get in.
Yeah.
So basically, one small nation
But
get in.
yeah, but you're looking at one case as opposed to how
No,
much.
that's across the board.
No,
It's more
I'm
than
saying
one-
no. But I'm saying if a
No,
bigger
but how
team
many
comes-
spots did there allot to the nations?
depends on the
That's
league.
what I
Depends on the
mean,
league, innit?
So like Portugal league get what, 2?
Yeah,
Top 2.
I think they
Three.
get one. I
The
think they
top
get
five,
two- they
the
get
top
two-
5 in Europe gets 3, and then the fourth they get a fourth for the if they qualify.
Someone like Israel, they get in the qualifying stages of the Champions League or something. As
Yeah, they
their
have to go
best.
through, play like 8 games
That's
before
what I
they
mean.
get there.
Yeah,
You're
they
saying
got in
basically
they got in
just-
the
just
Europa
go out
anyway.
Yeah, I
straight
hear
away.
it.
Yeah.
It sounds like a give back thing though.
But remember, you get money.
You know, they're never gonna win it.
Yeah.
But basically, you get money for every round you progress.
Yeah, no, I hear that, but I'm
Smaller
just saying.
nations like that, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So you're gonna try your hardest to get into the Champions League because that's a lot of money.
Nah, I don't dispute that.
And the experience is good, I suppose. You could be a banker and then boom, you're playing Real Madrid and
That's
that.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's
Where man are earning
life-changing
your yearly
experience.
wage every week.
That's what I'm saying. Just for qualifying, you're getting a big bonus.
Yeah, true. All right, cool. Let's talk about the awareness that's going on in football for the past pretty much all year.
Yeah.
And
Still
that
not
is
long enough.
the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, there's been a lot of incidents, I want to say.
One for a better word.
Yeah, that's been happening in football across the board. Now, I don't know. I think I came to the conclusion that they do kneel in Champions League before the game. I just found out through PSE that they kneel for the amount of seconds that the police stood on my man's neck. So, yeah. But still, that does not... The message is basically PC. It's not doing anything.
Yeah, more for awareness, isn't it?
Right. Prime example, last week, Millwall played Derby, was it?
Nah, yeah, it was Derby.
Or
'cause
yeah,
that was
the
Derby.
They played Derby.
Because Ian Richards was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
QPR played them the following week and
yeah.
celebrated with the fist. And the fans of Millwall, now bear in mind, Millwall fans
On notorious.
don't have a great reputation at all. I'm not saying all fans, but I'd be upset if I was a Millwall fan and the other fans are doing the mad thing and then I'm getting labelled in that same thing.
But I would say surprised, but because you've not had to deal with fans, you didn't kind of preempt that.
This was the
Potentially-
first game back.
Yeah, but
You're
that's what I'm
allowed
saying,
in.
But I didn't think that would that never crossed my mind. Like, yo, people might actually boo this, like,
And they're
it just
booing.
it seems so alien from our thoughts. But then when it happened, I'm just like, it kind of hit you with reality.
Exactly,
Like,
but then you wasn't surprised when
Yeah, because it's Millwall and he's like, oh, it's just Millwall though.
but that in itself is like I keep saying, it's a problem that people are not surprised. Like, that is not, you wouldn't, on a normal everyday situation, you wouldn't go up to a person and be racially abusive or discriminating
I would hope
against
not.
them.
Yeah.
No, but you wouldn't though, because I don't know why they feel like like why people are comfortable to do it in a footballing environment. I don't know, but maybe like we said, the consequence for action isn't severe enough for people to be deterred from doing it. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. We talked about a ban,
Yeah, life
ban.
like instant.
There needs to be education, like Gary Neville said.
Yeah, because obviously Gary Neville went deep into it and kind of just said, like, I think it was after the Cavani incident.
Yeah.
Basically just said, like, there needs to be across the board education for everybody. So that kind of, there's no grey areas, then there's no excuse for obviously, what was it Cavani said? I remember it. Or tweeted or whatever.
Well,
He said it, but with Cavani, I don't think he's a racist.
yeah,
I just
but his
think,
thing, but
I
his-
just think in their culture of Latin culture, that is something that they say that's quite regular. It's like a endearment
it's
term.
culturally accepted.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And there's is it colloquialisms or whatever the dialect basically. Because I've lived amongst Latin people and I kind of get it. Like, so I wasn't when I seen him post it, I didn't think, oh my days. But I think because in England and like the Western culture,
when it got
especially,
translated,
yeah, it's like, for instance, if anyone says Negro, people automatically assume that it's racist, when in fact Negro in Italian, French, Spanish means just black. So if I say I like that car, that black car over there,
Yeah.
if that is translated to Spanish or one of those languages, it's going to have the word negro in it. And when people see that, they might think, raw, it's racist. But that's not the case. It's just, how would you describe the car if you like it?
No,
So that comes down to the education.
Right, this is what I'm saying. So, now what I don't like is being signed for a club of Man United stature. You need that. Surely there is media training. There has to be.
It's
But
not
there
like
isn't,
it's his
though.
first big club though, so he should have
But-
had
but
media
this-
training from.
What's what I'm saying? So, but I'm saying in England, it's not acceptable to say that because
It's
everyone.
not in France either.
Well, in France, because it's part of the language, you probably use negro a lot more. You get what I'm saying? To
But was it
describe black,
negro
like,
that he
let me have a
used?
black coffee. Let me have I like that black top. They say negro. You get what I'm saying?
No, but I still feel like he came to a place that has a complete different culture.
Exactly. He
Like,
don't speak. He don't
but he
speak
sh-
no English.
But he should then. But then the onus is on. I think he still has to have onus
Yeah, he
to
has to- he has-
recognize.
yeah, of
like,
course,
yo,
100%.
I'm in a different environment. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't go somewhere and then just speak my same native. Like
But on the flip side to that coin, if you like when you come from yard to here, yeah, you could say certain things in yard. I know, I was the same. You get me? You could
Yeah,
say
but-
certain things in yard.
yeah,
You get me? When you come here, you learn. It's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same in Barbados.
Yeah.
It's the same. Like when you're from a country like that and you come to England, it's like, yo, I didn't
then
grow up the
I-
richest, but
no, but I
man
understand.
used to go Aldi. I went school. Man, are blazing everyone that went Aldi.
Yeah.
Did I go Aldi? Nah, I don't go Aldi, fam. These times Aldi's across the road, you know. I don't go Aldi. But man, are blazing everyone go Aldi. It's just the culture here, innit? So yeah, so what you learn, man. Tell you, yeah, you don't say you go Aldi. Like you bridge, like, nah, don't say you're from Yard.
So then, what's the difference with the Cavani situation and people outrightly being racist? Because for me, it's a situation of if you're saying about education. Either way, that there's something in your mind that should have clicked to say, you know what, let me double think before I do this because I know I've done it before where I am, but right now I'm in a different environment. Like
Yeah,
why?
I said-
why did that not click in his head? I'm not saying, bear in mind, I don't think he intentionally did it,
Yeah.
but I still feel like
He's
he
probably
could have processed it differently.
I think because he's never. It's like again, he's never been to
But then what?
a
But then
English
should
country.
But then obviously, I'm saying any form of racist slur or action towards another person should result in a lifetime ban.
Yeah.
So why would he not fall under that bracket then?
I don't think what he said wasn't.
I don't think he was intentional, but at the same time, then I'm saying then
What he said wasn't actually racist. If you translated it into English, it just means thanks, my friend, my bridging. That's it. Did why would?
but then why is he been banned? Then he didn't receive a ban
should he
then.
get a ban
But he didn't
No,
receive.
he-
the FA banned him.
Yo, he has to receive a ban because it's gone public, so the FA has to deal with it.
Yeah, but then if it was translated to something that was harmful, then he wouldn't have been banned.
No, but because it's been deemed as it can be interpreted. Remember, he's a public figure, you know.
Yeah, nah, I hear that.
So
but then
anything
I'm
you say
saying-
that can be interpreted as violent, racist, whatever, that is that has gone publicly, the FA have to deal with it. So they have to take the steps to say, yo, you're on a ban because can be.
But then I think it goes back to what people were saying about Gary Neville because of lack of education.
Yeah,
But
and
in
that's
that
just
situation,
down what it
but-
is.
It's the same with the whole when people were tweeting no homo and the messages and that because they took it as that no homo means no homosexuals were against homosexuals. When in actual facts, that's not what it's mean. The
Yeah.
meaning is no. What I'm saying isn't meant in a
homophobic way. Yeah.
So because of the lack of education, it becomes a problem.
And that, again, we don't know Cavani personally like that. But what I didn't like was because Suarez was deemed racist. I'm gonna saying,
Oh, the Uruguay thing.
Suarez is bridging. They're from Uruguay. All them foreign men are racist anyway.
Exactly, which
That's
is
the
racist.
same.
Exactly.
That's the same racism that you're basing them on.
Yeah.
That we get as black people get based as every day. So how are we any different?
No, I hear you.
You get what
I
I'm
hear you,
saying?
but then it's
especially if you've never even lived among them.
I just think the guidelines need to be so much clearer, and there needs to be
100%,
steps
yeah.
that taken before that, so that these mistakes don't happen. Because do I think he was intentionally being racist? No, but I'm just saying at the same time, somebody else could, as you said, it could be deemed or seen as or taken in a racist way. Somebody else could be offended by that and feel like he should be banned for a longer period of time. But education obviously would help with that. But at the same time,
I don't think the ban should be black and white. I think like in Cavani's
then
case,
this-
listen. Cavani's case, he's not racist at all. I don't think he's racist. But one, because when it translates, it's not racist.
Yeah, but you said it could be deemed as
But
somebody.
exactly, but
Somebody could take offense to
But
that. in that
for someone
respect.
that doesn't understand what that language means, what you know what I'm saying? Like if
No, I
I
hear what you're saying, but if the band isn't black and white, then the areas
no,
of grays
if,
where people then
if you're deemed racist, the ban should be. But in his case, that wasn't a racist slur statement.
It's the context of.
It's just
what
it's just what he said. The translation. It's just the language. He didn't write the language. That's
No,
just all he knows.
I hear you. I hear that. But like I said, it just needs to be some clearer guidelines.
Yeah, if you're like a
outright,
like Luis Suarez is racist, we know that. He should be banned for life.
Do you think he's been educated? Do you think he's changed?
He's probably definitely been educated to play
Do you
back
think
football.
he considers himself a racist?
I
Brother,
don't,
if you call a man the N word 27
Or
times,
do you think that it will call all, or is it just in that moment? Because you know how he is and how he operates in terms of he wants to win at all costs. Do you think that was just a tactic to try and
doesn't
win
matter.
that particular
Doesn't
game?
matter because if you're willing to stoop
Because
that,
I don't think he's going to Daniel Sturridge in the change room and acting.
he's
the same
doing
way.
the Sturridge dance.
no,
and them
but
thing, yeah.
bro,
I'm saying?
if you have that in you,
Nah, but I think that's-
if you have that in you somewhere deep down to be able to do that. Bearing in mind, you said he's quite aware he wouldn't go and do that to Sturridge. And he would then say, I'm gonna do it to Ever because I know that I'm trying to win. That's that part of your brain will think that that's acceptable, or your part of your brain will feel like, yo, if I do this, I know it's gonna cause that reaction. And if you don't have any empathy for human beings in that respect, then that for me deems that you are.
Remember,
racist.
racism is a form of prejudice, isn't it? And it's also very ignorant, and you have to be arrogant. So in his case, you are all those things, my friend, and you deserve to be banned
Just
for
for the
life.
record, I'm not trying to back his case.
No, we know. What you have to,
Let us hands down.
no. But you have to put the different perspective on it because at the end of the day, from him, like I said, he might win at all costs, but I don't think he understands that, or maybe he does, or maybe he doesn't, whatever. But the bottom line is, if you're willing to stoop that low, it clearly shows that you have no morals to then respect another person's.
But morals is a whole different field. Because like in terms of like when in the World Cup when he saved over the bar against Ghana, and that was he thinking, I just want to win the game, or was he, I can't let these black people be.
I don't think he was thinking
You know what I'm
that.
saying? There's a difference.
But the intent of behind, but I'm saying,
That's what I mean.
but the intent of 27 times, my brother,
Yeah,
that's wild.
But like I said, like because he probably done it the first time, it's
malicious.
So he was getting a reaction.
It's malicious.
I thought, you know
But
what?
I think that is the
He's
worst.
gonna explode. He's gonna get sent off, and
I think that's the worst. Like, I think that's like as just as bad as the Millwall fans booing. Like, that is the worst thing you can do because that means you're premeditating, thinking, yo, I'm gonna do this because people only boo because they know full well that they are trampling on what other people are standing for.
Okay, another point. If he was at a different club than Liverpool and say like Man United, would it have been different in terms of because he knows he's gonna get the backing of that whole Liverpool as he did, got the T-shirts made and everything.
That's wild.
He knew because if you think about all the Liverpool legends like the Kenny Dalglish and
Ian
Ray
Rushes
Tunis,
and
they're
them,
all a typical type of personality.
Yeah.
If you look at
Ones that don't like Pogba.
Manchester United legends,
There's a diversity.
There's
more diversity.
There's a difference. Like if you see how Sir Alex did things
I don't think Suarez
Liverpool-
thought about that, to be honest with you. I just thought he thought.
But that's what I'm saying though. If he was at United, would he have thought about that?
Nah.
If he knows Sir Alex is his manager, he knows he can't do that.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I just think he would have still done it anyway. Because, like I said, man said
Did you hear
27
that story
premeditated
about
time.
Sir Alex as well? Like you think there was like obviously they're all like the canteen eating or whatever, and then like I think there was like a group of like black players on one table and a group of white on another, and he coming straight away and he's like, nah, change that.
Yeah,
that
mix it
can't
up.
run.
But that he's educated from.
But that's what I'm saying. So if that will happen, do you think that happens at all clubs?
No,
like Liverpool?
but clearly not because I don't know.
Definitely don't happen at Millwall.
I've been
That's
at
what I'm
I've been at teams where there's a black table and a white table. Like I've been at teams with that.
You
in
was
that
on the same
situation.
team.
But like you said, it's not. I don't think every manager would implement that. But at the same time, I just feel like when you can get a ban you get paid. The fine is higher for being late for a match in UEFA than it is for people being racist to players.
Yeah. That needs to change immediately.
That is a big problem.
Immediately.
Gonna be saying, yeah, you need to.
That for me is a massive problem. So
Well, there's no black person on the board
This is what I'm saying.
of the UEFA.
diverse, it goes back again. Like Gary Neville was saying, and that to be fair, I like people like.
Did you see what John Bond said? Sorry to go. Yeah.
Bruv, anyway. Don't do that. Don't get me started because people like that are very damaging.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people like that are very damaging because at the end of the day, bro, it's not about segregating or it's about common understanding of what is basic human rights, bro.
The oppressor.
But you don't do that, bro.
Like I said, what club did he play for?
Okay,
Anyway,
who was his team?
don't give them an airtime, bro. Don't give them an airtime because they're detrimental.
Let's wrap it up there with that. Obviously, that we could go on.
This is to be continued, fam.
Yeah,
I genuinely, like I said, the kneeling is raising awareness, but action needs to follow awareness. Otherwise, it's a pointless act, in my opinion.
Okay, cool. Right. Fun part of the show.
Yeah, man.
New segment.
The one you all been waiting for.
Fraud Watch. Welcome to Fraud Watch, where players, managers, or anyone involved in football have bamboozled the world into thinking that they are better than they actually are. Fraud Watch. Fraud Watch.
Can we clarify the rules, please? Because is it just one
Right.
We choose one each.
Right, hold on.
You know about this.
The fraud.
Let me explain to the people what Fraud Watch means.
Okay.
So, the Fraud Watch means players
I was going to say something.
or a manager or anybody involved in football
Whoa. Oh.
that has convinced the world that they are better than they actually are.
There's a whole lot of them.
So,
we just choose it. One
we're
each.
gonna do some nominees. I say we do 3 each, and then
Bro, we're going to run out of frauds.
We definitely will.
There can be repeat offenders. I'm just saying, the king of the fraud right now is certain man, but you know,
Yeah, nah, it's debatable. That crown's up for grabs.
yeah. All right, well, let's do 5 today.
5.
Go on, Nicole. You can start.
You can start.
Me, Chris Wilder.
Chris Wilder,
He's been on my fraud radar. for a minute.
Sheffield United manager.
He's been on my for.
Why is he on your fraud watch list?
Because if a man can draw to City and get sacked, and you can't win a game all season and still have a job, then big man, you're conning somebody, fam.
Yeah.
You are definitely conning somebody.
Especially after the season that they had last season, you would have thought.
Is that not the reason why he's got more time?
What? Because of what he done last week.
Fam.
Sound like them roadmen
Nah,
that live up.
it can buy more time. It's not a problem, but it ain't gonna change that. And that's why it's a fraud, because at the end of the day, they're gonna get relegated because they're giving him more time. Because he's trying to convince man, yo.
What, so
when
you
I
think
got
West
this.
Brom stay up now?
Huh? Your turn. Plead the fifth.
I am going to represent Jimmy Jones on this one, and I will say Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Oof.
Wait. New commercial.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek is on Fraud Watch. Right about now, you might have the crown. Because one, the other day when they lost, right, he played, I think he came off the bench. And they lost.
There's the start. You're on loan from a bigger club and you're off the bench. But
They lost anyway. He came and made a little bit of an impact, but still lost. Anyway, Donny's next post on his Instagram was England kit model poses. The other day I seen him man in Burberry.
I told you.
Like, hold on a sec.
Like football.
Hold on a sec.
that's
What?
mad.
You should be posting pictures of you doing like kick-ups or something, like some training drills or something. Man's out here in the finest drip, you know, from Italy. Like nothing didn't happen.
He doesn't like football.
Supermodel.
He's wild, absolutely wild. PSC.
Oof, where do I start? I'm not going to start where you think I'm going to start.
You're definitely going to start there.
I'm going to save him. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go with... Should I go with a manager or a player first? I'll let you pick.
Player.
Okay, my player... My backup.
Yeah.
I'm going to say...
The hell of suspense, you know. This better be good.
Nah, I want to go manager first. I want to go Arteta.
Arteta. Ooh. Why is Arteta on your fraud watch list?
I don't think it even needs to be explained.
Mate.
he had a good start. He did.
Yeah.
He got the FA Cup. Got the fans on his side. Made a couple good signings.
Did he?
Then,
You know what that sounds like? You know what Arteta sounds like? You know when you're just first meeting a chick, yeah?
you see what I mean?
Honeymoon
He
period.
finessed the club.
Not the honeymoon car. You know when you just
finessed it.
the
Then got in
shard, you rent the Lambo, you rent the Lambo, you got the hotel set up with your boy Deep
what I mean?
Stick, and then obviously now you get there, you secure the bag,
That's what I mean.
and then after
Secure
that,
the
yeah,
team.
you're sleeping on
And
the
I
mattress
said,
on the floor.
It basically called the Uber.
Nah, you can't do Arteta like
mattress
that.
is
bro.
on the
That's
floor.
what I mean.
Oh man.
Hair's always on point.
Nah,
But on the pitch, it's not working.
nah, man, you can't do
Arteta ball,
Arteta
it's
like
not
that.
working.
Boy.
Man, like,
Relegation battle.
it's sad to see, you know. I'm not gonna
Boy.
lie because I thought
Due again today
Boy.
after just getting beat. Another
Boy.
sending off.
Boy.
them man, this must be Arsenal Fight Club. Like, every other week, fam.
Now, because there's Arsenal fans watching this saying, yes, you're
Yes.
right.
Yeah. True.
Arteta needs to be
Arteta
out.
out.
Fair enough.
I am going to go with a player.
I don't think there's any debate right now.
Pierre-Emerick
Oof.
Aubameyang.
Yeah, but to be fair, if you're gonna put him on, dash couple more man from
Yeah,
that
yeah,
team.
they will their time will come. Their time will come.
Nah, I hear you still.
At the moment, including today, he's got 3 goals in the Premier League.
Is that including the own goal?
Since he signed his contract, he does not care. Sorry to say, Arsenal fans, he does not care. I don't care what you say about the team, this, that, the
because he's
third.
got a
He's just
fraudulent
not
manager.
on the smoke.
So
He's
what,
on.
you think a different manager gets a different result out of Aubameyang?
100%.
Yeah, I think so too.
What does that say about Arteta then? Because the reality
He's
is
a
that
fraud.
He's a fraud. Well, so is Aubameyang. So
they're fraud
yeah,
together.
they can hold hands and walk down fraud lane. They can hold hands and walk down fraud lane.
Fraud lane.
Yeah, Aubameyang. Last one's on you. That's 5.
Nah, PC is still number 1, isn't it?
Nah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I thought we had 3 each.
No.
I said 5. Let's do a top
Listen,
5.
I've only got Chris Wilder, fam.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
So
I'll let
PSG 's on
finish
you?
on. Who's your player? You don't, yeah.
I've got one more after you. So
No, this
this
is
is
it.
the last one.
This is you.
the man with 2 first names,
You?
Daniel James, the biggest fraud the Prem has ever seen. Bar none.
That's so harsh.
I've never seen a worse player play for Man United.
That is how Bebe.
No, I didn't see him play, so he don't count.
Nah, Bebe don't count.
Why
I
not,
didn't see him play,
fam?
so.
He
The
played
worst
one
player
game
I've
and he,
ever seen play for Man United, like actually have some game time.
Phil Jones?
consistently. Now, because Phil Jones had a good first season, and then after that he was.
Dan-
he can go on next week's show.
Dan, I'm trying to help.
But Daniel James,
Dan, I'm trying to help you, my guy, but
He's a fraud.
He's not having it.
my fraud.
the biggest fraud in world football.
In world football.
Came out.
World
Came out my club.
football. All right.
Wow.
Cool. So we have Chris Wilder,
Aubameyang, Arteta.
Aubameyang, Arteta, and
Dan James.
Ruben
We
Loftus.
missed a big one as well, though.
Nah, their time will come.
Time will come.
Their time will
Second, I
come.
got you, man. Don't worry, man.
Their
I
time
know,
will
I know
come.
you thinking. I got you, man. Don't worry.
Fraud watch.
I thought. Fraud watch.
So we got 2 managers and 3 players.
Basically.
So we're gonna do like a poll, or what we're gonna do?
Nah, they're just on there.
Yeah, but we need to. I think we should do a poll. See
What?
who's the biggest fraud for the fraud of the week.
Should do a head-to-head.
Fraud of the week.
Fraud of the
That
week.
means we're gonna need another player, though. Can I throw him in?
Yeah, go on.
Go on then.
Tammy Abraham. Fraud.
Why are you shouting?
Sorry. Sorry.
Yo, man,
Man did not like Abraham, you know.
Now that one's for Jimmy, man.
Man like Tammy.
Oi.
Listen.
Why is Tammy Abraham a fraud? That's not even Jimmy's biggest fraud, but
Nah. Yeah, I know, but yeah. But nah, Tammy has to go in because he was the one I called out first. Because he,
said he used to be a winger that used to do bare skills and that.
come on, man.
Yeah, bro. I remember it's the Newcastle game, fam. Done nothing all game, scored a tap in and ran off and did the
This
whole.
what I'm-
Man done there.
This
I
is
am-
why
I am the saviour.
I am here, you know. I'm thinking.
This is why he's a fraud, because basically
And he
he's
won't-
one of them guys who scores a goal and thinks he's man of the match.
It's a bit wild still.
Yeah, it's Chris
Fraud.
Wilder.
Chris
Wilder.
Wilder.
It's Chris Wilder out here, mate.
right, cool. That was Fraud Watch. Tune in next week. We will go
Have
through
a whole lot more.
If you have any nominees for Fraud Watch, please let us know. We'll gladly put them on. Just let them know.
Brad, do this something.
Yeah, man. I'll put the effects in. All right, let's go to the polls. Let's wrap up with the polls. We had quite a few this week, or for the past weeks. Remember we talked about which moment in football
Most iconic.
was more iconic. We had Zidane volley,
Gotta be the winner.
left foot, Champions League final against Bayer Leverkusen.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah,
2001 was it?
yeah. He had the accelerators on. Great boot.
All I know
Preds.
is his leg bone was up here.
Yeah, the
Extra
ball
shoulder
deal.
bone.
Roberto Carlos
Blasted it in there.
blasted in there.
Desperate to keep it under the pitch.
Yeah. And
Blasted
then
in there.
the ball just fell from God's house. And
God's back garden.
Heavens above.
yeah, and he just
He was angel on the pitch.
sensational goal.
Oh, who was that against then? Who?
That was against. PS's not gonna learn this. 2011, QPR, Man City. Dying embers of the game. Manchester United have won their game. Phil Jones has got his top off celebrating.
the champagne got popped.
Champagne got popped. Sir Alex Ferguson is doing his whole.
Man, what's that?
That's his celebration. Hands in the air and that. And then Aguero plays a nice 1-2 with Balotelli.
Mario, Super Mario. Aguero!
Does a fake and
bangs it one corner, fam. That's what he did.
Barton Binns celebrated.
Like I said, though,
Man
like,
City win the league with
94th minute.
one's in the Champions
Mancini.
League final, one's against the relegation fight.
Yeah, but
that's the first Premier League.
though, bro. And the way it ended,
So?
technically they'd lost the title.
And won it back.
Technically,
Technically, they lost the title.
because their game was
There was
because at the time
Man
the game
U
was
already
being
won.
played. Man U already won.
Remember, this was
The game had
an
finished.
extra time.
Yeah, but technically they're not
lost.
Have
it.
you
But
never
man, that's why Man U celebrated the
Yeah, but
champagne pop.
Have you never seen
no.
the relegation back like last day of the season when a team's
Yeah,
winning? Like, that's how
exactly,
it
but it's
finished.
not over till it's over.
Yeah, but it was technically over in terms
It
of
can't
like.
be over until all the games are over.
Anyway, they won, and it was a great moment.
Either way, Zidane's better.
So who won?
60% of the voters voted for
Gotta be.
Zinedine
Zizou!
Zidane's volley. 60%.
Yeah, man. The people know. The
Yeah.
people know.
I voted for Aguero. But it is what
You
it
have to
is.
wear that shirt, man.
We're gonna fight everybody today. Bro.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool. The next iconic moment, the Manchester Derby, 2012. Luis Nani had the ball out on the right. He crossed it, deflection. It went up in the air. In between Vincent Kompany and Micah Richards, pops up a no hairline Wayne Rooney.
That was the baddest version.
Yeah, he was on smoke. And overhead kick or bicycle kick. Top bins, celebrates in the corner. I think that is the best Wayne Rooney goal ever.
I agree.
Voted by.
Certain man didn't agree, but we're getting to that after.
We'll get into that. That's part of the poll too.
Yeah, what was the poll, fam? I don't care about the result. I don't care about opinions.
Versus Champions League final, Chelsea versus Bayern Munich.
Drogba's header.
Drogba's header to take them to penalties that initially won, and I think he scored the winning pen as well, didn't he?
Oh, that's a closer one than people probably realize. You know.
Yeah, but I think the goal itself. But remember, we're talking about iconic moments, not the goals.
I agree, but I don't think it's the same level just because.
The header wasn't that great.
Not even
It's the
just that.
moment,
But the moment-
The bigger moment in that game was the penalty.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But to get to the penalty, the header.
it's the
equalised.
I agree,
moment.
it's an
Like,
iconic moment, but it means nothing if he misses that penalty.
True. 76%. So it's a landslide. If it's over 70%, it's a landslide.
jeez,
Voted for
Rooney's thing in it.
the Rooney bicycle kick.
Yes.
Drogba.
King of Africa still, don't worry, man. One more Salah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What did Mo do to you, brethren?
Yo.
Anyway, that's another. That's another.
Don't worry, man.
The less iconic moment now. Set the scene. I don't know what year this was, but it was Leicester versus Watford in the
remember that.
playoff game.
2000.
I ain't even gonna guess.
Leicester have a penalty saved. And who was that player? It was
Anthony Knock. How'd you pronounce Knockout.
Knockout. Yeah, that's it. Knockout.
When are you writing, brother?
That was after me.
Anthony Knockout had his penalty saved by I don't know who it was.
It was Almunia.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't he? He had the bleach hair thing.
With the Slim Shady on.
Counter attack down the right hand side, crosses it in. Dini
Yeah, it's a big moment.
secured Premier League in the 90 injury time.
You know what?
Last kick of the game.
Do you
Literally.
know what it was? It was the fact that because if Leicester had scored, they would have went through.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of forgot that the game was still happening.
Yeah.
And like out of nowhere, fam, people like, oh, whoa,
yeah, the game's still going.
ball, and then it bounced.
Yeah.
And fam, when he connected, fam.
I know he was. I knew he knew. You know when you just
Everybody
know.
knows.
You know
Yeah.
that. He
started running up before it even goes in.
Thinking about it right now,
Everyone
yeah, I
started
feel
moving up
sweet,
their
you know.
He's king of Watford.
Yeah, he's got a statue.
Yeah, that's why he was there for time,
Yeah,
fam.
king of Watford.
Nah, shout out Dini though.
Versus Champions League moment. PSG beat Barcelona 4-0 in the first leg. Second leg, Barcelona turned up.
Yeah, man.
They needed
that's
one
the real Barca.
goal.
It's the real Barca that is.
They needed one goal to secure their way. And you know what made it even better about that game? Edison Cavani scored. So it was 5-1.
Yeah.
So there was
The
no,
away
like,
goal.
Yeah.
There was no chance of no penalty thing.
Nothing.
That's horrible to put against that moment, fam. Because that game was
And then Neymar does his little flick thing.
I mean, like,
Serge.
the free kick as well. He was on smoke that game, by the way. That's what got him the PSG.
I think that was
move.
his best.
That was his
game in the
best
Barca
game,
Barca
yeah.
shirt.
Facts.
Because he even overshadowed Messi. Like
Yeah.
that don't you
Yeah.
have to do something special to
Yeah.
overshadow
That
that.
made him
man.
worth 200 mil.
Yeah. Now Serge Roberto decides to get onto the end of that cross
with his Roberto.
and puts it into the top corner. The dying, was it the dying embers?
Literally.
Yeah, literally. I think they had kickoff after, but
Oh, brother,
that took them through to what, the semis?
it don't matter, fam. It won them the game, bro.
Yeah. So
That wins. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry, Troy, but you know,
I know, but that's a hard. I would have put Troy somewhere else, fam, so he could have won. But
yeah, put him against Aguero, man. I'll pick him then.
56.
ooh,
So it's tight.
wow,
% of the fans
a lot of British people
voted for the Barca comeback.
Yeah, it had to be.
I voted Barca.
I thought it would have been a wider
Closer.
gap. to be
Oh, you
fair.
reckon?
Yeah.
That Dini moment was
Nah, it was special.
chills, bro.
But
Chills,
at the same time,
chills. All right, moving on. We have 3 left. Which goal was better? So I don't know what year this was. I'm assuming it's like 2007. Arsenal playing Real Madrid in the semi-final at the Bernabeu.
Bernabeu. Arsenal yellow kit.
Yep. Thierry.
I'm about to say
Respect on his
Terry.
name.
Thierry.
I'm like, who's
Mr.
Terry, fam?
Vavavoom.
Yeah. Je ne sais quoi. Them man.
Yo,
Did
man.
they receive the ball from? I think he received it from. Anyway, it don't even matter. I think it might have been. I think it might have been Haleben that.
No.
Like,
Hell, whatever, man.
held in them Pumas, fam.
You get me? Receives it, runs, shrugs off R9. By the way, shrugs him off, runs through the defense like they're not even there. Slots it with his left foot across goal.
Yeah.
Takes them to the final.
And what makes it even better is the fact that he's always been slated for not turning up in the big game.
Yeah.
So for him to do that on that stage,
Yeah, that was. I was so sad for them when they lost it, but well, I sad for him more than Arsenal because he done
Yeah.
it. He carried them, fam.
Yeah. Versus Messi.
He lost.
Messi's goal against Madrid.
He lost.
This was prime time Barcelona.
Oh,
as well.
he lost.
which one are
2010.
we talking about? The 1-2 to start.
The
it,
1-2 to start it, and then
Was
he
Messi
just
wearing the orange boots then?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He ran through, slotted it with his weaker foot.
Sorry, Mr. Vavavoom.
But to me, that's the same goal.
Nah.
If you look at it, it's the same goal.
Nah.
It's the same goal. Now look at it. It's the same goal.
Watch it
not.
again.
I've
It's
got them here.
not- Look at it closely.
What did the people say?
It's only just the 1-2 that was different.
But that makes it.
Yeah, well, I guess that edges it then. 60%
Ooh,
of the fans voted for Messi.
I thought it'd be
versus
closer.
Madrid.
I thought that would be closer because they are similar goals, but
Yeah.
Messi's that was just
Yeah.
Messi.
Now we had this debate.
Messi.
We had this debate in here because Court said that the goal that Rooney scored for Newcastle, the volley, after he got, ticked off by the ref
Yeah,
and volleyed it top bins, was a better goal than the bicycle kick. So we put it to the fans.
you're not explaining my reasons, but carry on.
Go on, you explain your
No,
reasons.
that's cool.
The platform is yours.
No,
brother.
we're here.
Your
Let's hear the
reasons were
result.
still
No,
wrong.
you said that the goal.
You said it was harder to score.
No, we
than
asked
Newcastle.
him, have you ever scored an over bicycle kick in a game? The answer was no, not in a game.
Not in a game, but obviously,
In training.
I'm just saying the technique there was nothing else he was gonna do in that moment apart from do that.
So
Okay.
what was he going to do in the Newcastle moment apart from that?
No, but there was more options. He could have brought it
More
down. It could have,
options?
yeah,
The
because
ball set up
he could've-
perfectly.
no, it didn't. Bro.
Outside the
I'm not
box,
being
you
funny.
are Wayne
You wouldn't.
Rooney.
You wouldn't. Yeah, there's no. It
No-
doesn't. Listen.
no other option?
Listen. At the end of the day, if you're in a position where the ball's doing that, you can touch it. You can bring it down. You can bring.
Even
it
if you're not Rooney,
you
you
wouldn't
are
hit.
hitting that ball.
Nobody would think to hit it from there. But I'm saying in a situation where the
What
ball's
we're
come up
waiting
like that,
for-
and it's like,
Whoa.
What we're waiting for is that you said you could emulate that out of 10 times.
fam, we'll video it. We'll
Yeah,
do that. We'll get the
put
video
that on
up.
the Create One channel. On YouTube.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
get
light
that-
work,
we'll get
fam.
that,
I'm just telling you, I can do the overhead kick more than I can do the volley in it. So
We'll see.
anyway, what did the man them say?
The fan said 56%. So another tight one. For the Wayne Rooney bicycle kick, 56%.
You're not even surprised that you lost.
I am. It's not that I'm surprised that I lost.
I'm just
but
surprised it was
obviously-
that close.
Nah, it clearly shows that you're not putting enough respect on that.
No.
goal, fam.
It's because people ain't really thought about it. They just like
Yeah.
Newcastle goal. Or really dislike
Because
Newcastle.
it was just like, yeah,
Nah,
bit of aggression.
I think because the bicycle kick's more fresh, that's why they probably remember that.
Right, the last poll of the evening. I don't know what's going on over there, but yeah, the last poll of the evening. So someone brought this to my attention, and I thought this was a very good poll. Oh, well, it's the last poll. So with the last poll, we had which was the better trio. We have Iniesta, Messi, Xavi.
Yeah, they win.
So what we're saying about the trio, is it the whole
The trio.
individuals put together, or
Who are you
their
taking
team?
in your out of the
You
two
need three
trios?
players. You
Yeah.
need one of them. Who you taking?
Barca all day?
All right. Well, let's let me finish the poll, please.
Oh, my bad.
So we have 2010, Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, right? Prime time, them man, sensational football all over the gaff. Versus Figo, Zidane,
You lost on
R9.
Figo, mate. As soon as you said Figo, you lost. there's no trio that beats that Barca trio.
Oh yeah, it's long.
You're actually probably right.
Like,
What was it? Is
like
it-
even
what-
three people that ain't
has-
played together,
this-
you can't put three players better than that
You're
trio.
actually probably
This
right.
has to be a landslide.
Surprisingly, it's not. Nostalgia be killing people, man.
That's what I mean. They're just seeing the three names and
No,
thinking,
but,
I like them.
Maney messaged me and said it should not even be close.
You shouldn't.
Simply because Figo, Zidane, and R9 didn't even win the Champions League.
Fam,
They didn't win.
what was
much,
the
to
what was
be
the,
honest.
what was the, what was the result?
56%. Said Iniesta, Xavi, and Messi.
It's quite disrespectful when you think about it.
Fam, it is because I've never been confident on landslides before, but I'm thinking, yo, this shouldn't even be in question.
I can understand maybe there's a slight confusion because that's why I said, what is it based on?
Because you see
Zidane-
them three man or
but
them three man?
listen,
Which three man you
I,
pick?
listen though,
I
listen
don't
though.
understand how hard the question is.
But listen though, you got Messi. Out of the 6 players involved, I would put as number 1.
Yeah.
But number 2 and 3,
Yeah.
I'm saying R9 and Zidane.
So ask
mean,
Maney.
And
Listen,
then even
hear this.
4th place,
Nah,
he goes in the race.
I hear,
I asked Maney.
but it's a true.
Rank them
question is about-
That's what I'm
individually.
saying.
I asked him rank them individually out of them 6, 1 to 6, one being the best. He said Messi as number 1. Zizou, number 2. R9, Iniesta, Xavi, and Figo. I agree with that list, but I would just change R9 and Zizou around. No. For me.
Like I said, the question was clearly misread by the people that voted for Ronaldo.
Nostalgia got man tripping, man. Again, a lot of people don't realize, I guess because we was younger back then, we didn't care about trophies, really. We didn't really look into trophies.
Individual trophies, there's more Ballon d'Ors on the right side than the left side. Because apart from Messi, no one else ain't got no Ballon d'Or.
It's true.
But the other 3 all got Ballon d'Ors.
Nostalgia, them killing people.
And a couple of them got multiple.
Yeah, so it's mad.
Messi
Anyway.
got more than combined. Anyway.
I think it's a draw, to be fair. How many? Messi got 6, is it?
Yeah.
So
Has he got 5? You got 5?
No, he's got 6. He's got
yeah, I
6.
think he got 6.
He's got 6.
No, you're right. He has got
Zidane
6.
got 3. I'm sure
Anand got 2.
3.
Has he got 2 or 3?
2.
I think they changed the name of one of the minutes.
Yeah.
So he got 1.
World Player of the Year 3 times.
Yeah.
And
Is that the one that Michael Owen got?
Yeah. So
We were trying to say about Owen, fam.
hey, only some more respect.
Man said, wait a minute. Man, struck show.
Hey, we'll talk about Michael Owen next episode.
Just don't put it in the fraud category.
Nah. Right. Episode 19, that's a wrap.
Jeez.
Appreciate the man them coming through as always. Thank
enjoy
you,
it.
the
It's
subscribers, the listeners, everyone that's listening, liking, sharing. We appreciate you more than you know.
You the real MVPs.
You lot should know the socials by now. I don't have to say it every episode.
Put in description.
We have some. So for the rest of the year, we have 2 more episodes.
For the year, yeah.
Yeah. So
One more before Christmas.
next week is the big clash between Mighty and Big Jimmy Jones, Arsenal and
See for the Boxing Day.
yeah, for the Boxing Day, Arsenal versus Chelsea.
We're gonna need some bouncers in here.
I know.
That's what you're here for, man.
Pat down policy.
I'm fragile.
Pat down policy as well. So yeah, that one should be very exciting. So yeah, stay tuned. Keep it locked. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.